Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Your key to the week this week is the Strength card. Are you ready to dig deep into that internal reservoir of energy, strength and power that you have and align yourself to a higher will so that you can fulfill whatever it is on this plane that you are trying to get done? This is one of those weeks where I really feel like you're supposed to give it more gas, to give it more juice. This is one of those weeks where, you know, like, and it's always those moments, like you hear it when people say like, yeah, I was running that final mile of the marathon, or, you know, when the hero's down and beaten and they've got like nothing left in the tank. And then, and even for us, like even for me, like, boy, I could tell you about them last 5 minutes in a spin class. Whew. I'd be drawing on some serious reserves that I didn't realize I had. This will be all of you guys this week. Over the course of this week, I genuinely feel that something that you are doing has taken a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of diligence and patience. And I really feel like a lot of you are close to a breakthrough or a deadline. And this Strength card is basically saying at this point of this week, that moment where you're like, you know what, I'm giving up, I haven't got anything left in the tank, there's no point, I'm not making any progress, it's going to take forever to finish, or all of the rest of it. Align yourself with the higher will or power that you believe or perceive to be out there, because you will find the strength that you need to push past how you feel at this given moment. And there is something here, it's like you're so close to that breakthrough, like, and that's how it feels. Like I feel this really amazing sense of anticipation for you, which means that it is possible, but you're having to push past that voice, that feeling, that energy that is telling you that you can't, that it's not going to happen, that it's not ... All right, don't listen to that this week. You've got to push past it. With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your cards for the week ahead, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to, you don't have a key to the week this week. You've already done that, Raf. Your actions and options, you have the Two of Cups. All right, so here's where this gets interesting. Yes, you have to draw on your own inner reserves. You have to find your own inner strength, courage and wisdom. Strength, courage and wisdom. I love that song. Sorry. Anyway, you got to find that. But look at this, right? Your actions and options card, the Two of Cups, is basically saying, at that point where you feel like maybe you don't have any in the tank, this is the point for you to reach out. Find a connection, find a collaborator, find your significant other, a friend, a family member. This is not a week for you to go it alone. And this is why I say whatever you're drawing from, even if that is a higher power, the cosmos, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, you are not on your own. And this week it's like your actions and options is saying, once you realize that you're not on your own, that there is support, that there is energy and passion and power available to you from and through others, that is when you will be able to put your foot on the accelerator at the point that you think you've got nothing left. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. This, I called it, right? You are working on something at the moment that has taken time, effort, energy, focus, discipline, straight up willpower. All right, you have stuck to this. And it's like now, just at that point where you're going to start to see some growth, now you're going to quit. Now you're going to tell yourself that you can't. No, baby, no. For this, when it comes to your communications, this could also be some of the plans that you have, some of the ideas or the frameworks for what it is that you're trying to build or to grow or to create or to write even. This is the week at which I would reach out and chuck around some of your ideas. Look at the concepts. Because the thing is, sometimes, you know, you get so deep into something that you miss the fact that you've spelt a word wrong or whatever. Like this happens to me all the time. This is why I get other people to check over what I'm doing. It's not to be like, oh, look what I've created. It's because I know that I am so deep into this. I need that outside perspective. When it comes to those of you that are in some form of academia, it's really interesting because I kind of feel for a lot of you that are going into studies at this point, and particularly for the Virgos, It's like it was a real hard work, effort and struggle for you to get into school, for you to get the place, for you to all the rest of it. And it's like, whew, you know, that was a slog on its own. And now you're telling me the real hard work starts? If for any of you, showing my age now, if you've seen the original Fame film, the new one was Pants, but the original Fame film, that's the point at which she says, fame costs. Yeah, you got into the school and that was hard, but now the real work starts. This is where the real hard work kicks in. And I feel for a lot of you, this is the point at which you're at. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, the Seven of Pentacles is giving you it's almost like an inside track on the workings of the place that you work for. So this week, it's like you'll be able to see more clearly than ever what your position, your work, your hard work actually enables the company, the group, the boss, the whatever to do and how to function. And so when you get that inside glimpse this week, I think it's going to show you where you are actually ready to be that top spot, where you are ready to now start taking it up a gear. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is reconfiguring your partnerships and collaborations. This is also a week where your conversations are going to steer towards what the long term looks like. So this could be really big plans that you're very focused on at this moment in time. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, I mean, the Seven of Pentacles, it really is going to see you ask, like this week, I feel like a lot of you will be having questions, not questions, but having conversations around, what have I done with my life? Do I feel like it is a true representation of what my worth and my value actually are? And this could be a very potent time for that. For your love and relations, you have the Judgment card. So big changes coming to the relationship. For those of you that are single, this is definitely potential partner week, right? You've got this really powerful, potent energy of change when it comes to the love life. And I feel for a lot of you, this will be a moment where you decide, actually, you know what? I'm ready for a new kind of relationship. I'm really sorry about it's just very bright here today, even though it's really cloudy at the same time. There's a lot to say. This week is going to be, it's going to be weird for those of you that are partnered, married or in long-term commitments. This is conversations about very long-standing desires, goals. This is potentially you and a significant other setting out on a journey that is closing out a much larger cycle. Something that maybe, you know, the first day that you got married or that you got together, you said, you know what, one day we're going to do this. This week, you could take that first action step towards making this a reality. And it could be, I'm not going to say it's a full-on full circle moment because it's not quite that yet. But it is definitely a moment where you're acknowledging like, wow, okay, we've traveled a distance. For your money and materials this week, you've got the Devil card. You've got to watch out for overspending, especially with the Seven of Pentacles. Like this week, you could convince yourself that you absolutely need this thing. Like, no, it's only that, like, as an example, let's say you need a new laptop. All right, okay, cool. Most laptops will do the job. Yes, you can go a bit pricier and all the rest of it, and maybe it comes with whistles and bells. For the price of some of these new laptops, boy, it needs to come with a lap dance as well. All jokes aside, you could convince yourself to spend more money this week than you actually need to. And because it's the Devil card, it's like you're holding to this idea that it has to be this specific one, when actually it really suggests that you should be shopping around. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, and especially because of the Strength card. Now, I was telling you, you got to push past it. You got to find that extra bit of strength. Yes, for mental projects and things like that. When it comes to your physical body, this is not a week to exhaust yourself. This is not a week to, oh, you look at that. 16 hours have gone by and I forgot to even have a meal. This could be a week where you try to push yourself too far, and with the Devil card coupled with the Strength card, it could be an issue with your body. For a lot of you, it does look like you'll be looking at what you're eating and ingesting this week, and that's not a bad thing. When it comes to your home and environment, honestly, for some of you, this could be a realization that maybe the time, or maybe the place that you live in has served its purpose, and for some of you, you might be just holding to, so I'm not leaving. It's kind of like the, you know, the little thingy in Ice Age, the grandpa, he said, I was born in this hole and I'm gonna die in this hole. You know, maybe not to that extreme, but it does suggest that this week you might, you know, you might be thinking, okay, well, actually, there's somewhere better for us. You know, you could start to really realize that it maybe is time, and there's a part of you that refuses to let go of where you're at. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.